Hi everybody, my name is Danielle De Palma and this is my video. Hello. Um, just a little bit about myself. I am a mom of two, a 17-year-old son and a 4-year-old daughter. I teach studio and art and digital art at Niagara Falls High School for 10th through 12th graders, and I live in Niagara Falls. Um, I am a part of many boards and committees. I'm also the chairwoman for a political committee here in Niagara Falls. A little bit about, the area that I live in. Niagara Falls isn't doing too great. We're fall very high on, the crime, and we have a very low income population. Um, and we have, most of our kids that come into our school are living below poverty. So we have a lot of issues with social emotional development. That's one of um, my biggest, interests for our community, especially when I like to research and try and come up with ways to help the psychosocial prosperity of Niagara Falls through emotional development, through social engagement, and creating these safe environments for people to be able to prosper. For my project, I am looking to merge the VR experience to create a higher emotionally intelligent society, um, to expand consciousness. And through our readings, we read a lot about the psychology and neuroscience of what we're studying, and how it affects people's development. And one of the readings was the virtual body, and we read about Frank Kafka's metamorphosis, and how he found himself transforming into this other creature, this other being, which is relatable to the technology and our virtual selves, and we're able to alter how people see us in these worlds. There's also, part of the reading was stated that as you become more immersed into these worlds, well, it does also affect your, psyche outside of, in the real world environments. It could be positive, it could be negative. I'd like to focus on more of that positive aspect. So I would like to, for my project, um, merge VR experience to create EI in society, emotional intelligence in society, um, with my idea of combining the work of Alex Gray and his with immersive technology. So, a little bit about Alex Gray. His work is relevant to the themes of liberation of the mind and altered states and depictions of transcendental emptiness. Um, So my idea would be that the more immersed you are in these VR worlds, um, the more social aspects you get to gain out of that. Well, if you start becoming more social and you can learn how to be more empathetic and you start helping people out, you start losing your physical self, not gaining it the way that, we're seeing it in the VR world, or, oh, I grew a tail, I grew an arm, I can do this and that. Well, you actually start changing and metamorphosizing into this altered being, this altered state of light, and losing your physical body, in which people who see you know that you are actually in a hired state of mind. Now, taking that concept, of bringing that into the community, well, if you're this person in this VR world, then ultimately you should then transcend it into your community, into your schools, into the population outside of the VR world, and become more empathetic, and ways of helping people understand not only, who you are, but who they are themselves, and cooperating and being able to live this higher altered state. So I'm not quite sure how this will actually work, especially in Kitely, because it would have to be a program that would be embedded into it. It wouldn't be something that somebody could just purchase. It would have to be a way of the program really learning your actions and how you are, going about being immersed into this, VR technology or immersive technology, and being able to compute it into, actually changing it for you. So I'm not quite sure how I can deliver this, but we'll go for it. We'll try and make it work. All right, guys, have a great night. Bye.